I seen an interesting reel on Instagram, and the guy was kind of telling young men in their 20s that they shouldn't be giving women money to solve women's problems. Men keep themselves broke by pouring into a woman and not pouring into themselves, using that money to start their business or get themselves to a point where they can comfortably support a woman. But his message, especially to young men, young men shouldn't be worried about solving a woman's problems. So I want to get into that this morning because I've dated. I remember dating this one Colombian girl, and she used to always use this statement saying like, um, a man should be able to solve all her problems. Now that I think about it, not only Colombian, it was a Dominican. I remember a Dominican woman saying that too. You know, um, basically suggesting that a man should be able to solve other problems. And I wish women, I want women to answer this. What does it mean to have all your problems solved? And it's a foreign concept because even American women, you see them wanting money, asking for money from men. And maybe it's, they may need help with whatever. It could be a bill. They may want the money for gas or for their hair. You know, in America, women want money for a particular thing, but it's never been in a way of solving all their problems because women understand in America, like everybody got problems, like and it's like what does it mean to solve everyone's problem? And I remember this one foreign girl, she needed help with like university studies or something like that, and she was like, well, I got, I owe some money. I owe money at the university. You know, I borrowed something on credit at this store. And those things, it's like, okay, is it really, like, really affecting your life to a point where it's causing you to be stressed and depressed because you owe these bills? And I'm thinking, like, you probably owe some money at your university, and maybe it's preventing you from registering for another class or something. But shit, I got student loan debt, you know, and it's like, who's solving that problem? And maybe they don't realize or understand what problems or things just a man. Let's just say a man in the U.S. has. We got credit card debt too. You know, women in the U.S. got credit card debt. They got mortgage debt. They got student loan debt. You don't even hear women in the U.S. saying, you know what, I need a man to solve all my problems, take care of all my debts, and then I'll be happy. Like that concept doesn't make sense to me at all. And I really I'm really curious on what a lot of these foreign women mean when they want a man to solve all their problems. Because to me it sounds like a child. It sounds like a kid. Usually, children don't have problems. They don't have financial problems. The parents worry about everything. children don't have debt. Children don't have, expenses. Children don't have to worry about, even if they have a phone, they don't have to worry about paying a bill. Like the parents take care of all that. So a lot of these women do want to be, they look at men as being a replacement to a father, which when it comes to marriage, it's understandable because your father is taking care of you, and then, your husband assumes that role. But before you even get to that point, the concept of having a boyfriend or relationship, or just the mere fact y'all could be having sex with each other, doesn't or shouldn't put the expectation that a man should be solving all your problems. That's that's not your husband. That's one thing. And even married couples, a woman may come in with debt. She may come in with expenses. She may come in with things, and you get married to a woman in the U.S. She most likely she could be working, she could not be, but if she got student loan debt, it's still at your discretion if you even want to take that on. She's still, even if you're the breadwinner, she's still gonna feel like she's responsible for that, because that's something that she came into the marriage with. It'll be cool if you can able to wipe all her past expenses out, but at least a lot of women, at least in the U.S., understand that what they occurred before y'all got married, they feel like they still gonna feel like it's their responsibility, even if they still want you to pay for it or not. A lot of these foreign women feel like it's not only they want you to pay for things that occurred before you even met them, they feel like you're responsible to take care of that. That's the audacity I don't like. Salute to some people in the chat. What's good, bro? Yeah. Remy in the building. Edie, what up? Tanzania Tony, he said, damn, women want you to pay their student loan debt. That's wild. He said, that's like men asking women to pay their back child. Exactly. You gonna help me pay my back child support? You gonna help solve all my problems? Millionaires have problems. There's millionaires that got, they can make $1 million a year, but they may have loans that they taken out. A lot of use that too. That's still a problem. So it's, so whether you're a millionaire or a billionaire, they got problems. They got financial problems. They got a multimillionaire, he got, he may got homes, he may got businesses, he got to pay the light bill, he may have employees, got staff. You got to make sure you meet payroll. You got people suing you suing people. Life is full of problems, so it's just the mentality of a lot of these women. I don't even want to say young girls. The mentality of these women is like, what person in this world has all their problems solved? So it's just a weird. It's just a weird ideology, a weird thought process, and I just wanted to kind of rant about that because it just doesn't make sense to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your boy No Excuse on today's morning rant.